Day one of our ensuite. This is the ensuite. We will be removing this flooring and putting in the new stuff. I'm going to be putting a wainscoting and a wallpaper on top of here. I am ordering a new vanity. This is gone. I bought a new one. Replacing the mirror, replacing the light. Just really doing a gut job, to be honest. The only thing that's going to stay is the toilet. So this is my little tiny ensuite. It's not very big. It basically just has a toilet, a sink, and, you know, a mirror, a little cabinet stuff. This is going to be a total gut job. The only thing that's staying is the toilet. New vanity, which came in last week. Just kind of a sneak peek of it. I bought a new cabinet from IKEA. I bought a new mirror, new lighting, some shelves. Yeah, it's new wastebasket, new toilet paper thing. It is getting a complete gut job. So today, day one of the ensuite, I am going to get everything out. Not everything. Mirror, art, the towel rack is all going to come down, trim, and I'm going to put up the wallpaper. And then my second thing that I'm hoping to get accomplished is to build the cabinet from IKEA. I am anticipating those three projects, I guess, taking things down, wallpaper and cabinet, to take all day. But it's gonna look so cute. I'm hoping it's gonna look so cute when it's done. So I removed mirror, hand towel, art. I'm going, even though I know it's just wallpaper that's going over here, I'm gonna do some drywalling on this. I'm not gonna make it perfect, just because, I don't know, I feel like that might show up through the wallpaper just because they're so big. So that's gonna be my next step. Drywalled all the little holes. I'm going to let that dry for a couple hours. We removed the cabinet. Look how dirty things get. Isn't that gross? Anyway, I'm going to let this dry for a couple hours. My husband came along and marked for me where I need to put my wallpaper down. He's running to the store right now to go grab wallpaper paste. I thought this wallpaper was like, you know, where you just add the water, but it's not. I need paste, which is fine. And while I'm waiting for this to dry, the drywall, I'm gonna go set up the cabinet. Look at the old floor, the lino. Remember back in the day, the lino? Cabinet time. This is my IKEA purchase from when we went down to Vancouver in December, January, which, by the way, that's what our channel is traveling. So check us out if you want to see some travel videos, but I don't even really remember exactly what it looks like, to be honest. So let's open this girl up. That's the front of it, the color, which I'm actually, you know, sometimes when you order something and then you don't see it for a couple months, you kind of second guess yourself. But yeah, I think this will look really nice. I wonder if that will that complement the flooring I bought? I don't know about you guys, but I've put together a lot of IKEA products together. And I know people always don't mind my living room. Like, it's renovations, you live in a disaster all the time. But anyway, as I was saying, I don't find it that difficult. You know how the running thing is like, oh, IKEA and their complicated instructions? I don't find it that bad, especially if you have a little bit of a knowledge of what you're doing or how things go together. I'm gonna steeping my tea, just an English breakfast tea, in my little Flamingo Las Vegas cup that I got in Las Vegas, which we also have videos out for that. Check them out. It was lots of fun. Yeah, so I'm going to drink my tea and vibe with putting this cabinet together. I love their little instructions. Don't do it by yourself. Get a friend to help you. This one, I have no idea what this means. Oh, I see. Don't do it on the floor. It will break your product. Use a carpet soft spot. Let's see what's here. Questions? Phone IKEA. And of course, the safety. I think it's pretty simple, right? It tells you all your parts, 4 of these, 4 of these, 4 of these, etc. Step number 1. We're gonna find 4 of these and put them in these on a carpet. Just so you guys know, I'm not using a carpet. I'm just putting it on the cardboard. I hope that's okay. I always make sure I use wood glue too. Like I always put wood glue in any, like the wood dowels, I always make sure I kind of dab a little bit of wood glue on there just to kind of really ensure that it's in there nice and solid and tight. I'm an organizer by nature, and so I always like to organize all of my parts. Makes it easier to find, makes it easier to, you know, separate what is. So I organize all my little parts, and now I'm gonna get started. These holes are a little too tight to put the wood glue down in it, so I'm not gonna do that. But I might put glue just down here. As renos go, there's always something that delays and doesn't go as planned. It's a process, I understand that. I was not proactive enough to find out if my wallpaper needed paste or if it was the stuff that's already pre-pasted and you just add the water. Apparently you need paste for the wallpaper that I bought, and we live in a small community, which means that it's Sunday, everything is closed today, so no wallpapering today. I did, however, finish my cabinet as much as I could. My idea is that I don't know where I want my shelves yet because I need to organize, but I don't want to organize until the bathroom is done and I need to, like, you know, figure out what goes where, whatever. And so therefore I did not put my shelves on. That's as easy as just putting these, you know, on and then figuring out. But again, I don't know until I organize my stuff. And so for then, I'm going to leave the door off until the shelves are on. So that is also at a standstill. In other words, day 1 was not very productive, but that's okay because that's the way it is. Now I work for the next 4 days. Today's Sunday, I work Monday to Thursday. So nothing will be getting done in the next few days. With that said, next weekend I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, and I'm really, really hoping that we can get the ensuite done in those 3 days. We'll see. There's always something that goes not wrong, but you know, it's a process. Day 2 of the ensuite. I didn't do any of the work today. This is all my husband, but I will show you what he did. So we gutted it, took the sink and the toilet out. I still have to sand these, but this is the flooring that we picked out. We just kind of put it down to see what it looked like, make sure we liked it. But then there is water damage around where the toilet is. And so tonight he's going to put in a new piece of plywood to fix that up properly. But my plan is I get the next 3 days off. I just got off work, but I get the next 3 days off. So he's gonna work on that tonight. Like, yeah, the next 3 days I'll be able to put the wallpaper up, the vanity, the wainscoting, the flooring, the decorations and all that stuff. So we put down the subfloor in the ensuite, and now we glued it for the flooring, and everything should be nice and straight. And I think we're gonna start, putting the flooring down. Continuing on with the ensuite. So we got all of the floor laid down. It looks beautiful. I'll show that to you. I think it turned out really nice. So now the next step is the wallpaper. So I washed all of the walls. I am a little bit nervous about this because I've only hung wallpaper once and it was pre-pasted. You have to add the paste. So we'll see how it goes. This is the wallpaper I chose. I really like it. It's got some birds, some floral, sage, and a little pink and blue that I can maybe do some accent colors with. So I measured it all out. I need 5 feet. I'm gonna roll my glue onto the walls. Hopefully it turns out okay. I'm gonna start with the corner. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but that's what I'm gonna do. So I got the first one done. It looks okay. This is going to be hidden by a cabinet, which is why I decided to do this one first, but I'm just trying to make it so that it's going to be straight all along. I really have like zero experience with wallpaper. Hopefully this all works out. Look how cute, you guys. It took me all day to put up wallpaper, but it's gonna look so amazing once it's all done. Oh, I spent hours and hours and hours looking at different wallpapers. And then with the offset of the sage bedroom, that's it for today. Next step is going to be the wainscoting and the baseboard and the trim. It's gonna look so bloody cute. I'm so excited right now. Oh, you know when you have a vision and you just don't know if it's all gonna come together, but then it does. The excitement of that's what I'm feeling right now. Oh, I just gotta sit there and admire. Love it, it's so cute. It's a couple days later and now we are working on the trim and the wainscoting. So my husband is doing the baseboard. He's going to put up the wainscoting and then the trim on top of the wainscot. And then he put up trim around the door. I don't do this stuff because it requires a lot of measurements, very precise measurements, and I just don't trust myself with that. But once all of the wainscot is up, then I will paint that. Probably have to let it sit and dry and do a second coat. And then after that's done, then we can start putting the bathroom back together, which is exciting. But the wainscot looks like this. You guys, like this is our life for the last 3 months. There's like stuff just everywhere. But this is what the wainscot looks like. Whoops. So yeah, it should look pretty good. Last time you seen me, it was 10 o'clock in the morning and we were starting to put up the trim. It is now 6 o'clock at night. It's a process. Everything is a process. So it took us well, here, I'll show you. So we put the cabinet in and the vanity to see how it all fit with the trim and stuff. But then we figured out there was this space here that we couldn't put wainscoting or trim up because then the door wouldn't open. So we kind of picked each other's brain and I thought, well, why don't we just put, wallpaper all the way down to the bottom, and that kind of cleans it up nicely, and then do the wainscot and the trim everywhere else. So my husband only has 2 more pieces of trim to do. I'll take over. He's gonna do this trim, but he's been working on it all day and he's just tired, so he'll do that in the morning and we'll deal with this part tomorrow. So once those pieces of trim are up, right here, then I'm going to go around, I'm gonna mud all these little nail holes everywhere. Yeah, the door trim got done too, as you can tell. And then I'm going to wash the walls or the wainscot, and then I'm going to give it a coat of paint, and it should tie it all up nicely. I'm going around taking my mud, filling up all of my nail holes, and then I'm gonna have to repaint over them. This trim has already been painted. This has been painted. The wainscot has not. Take some mud, and I look at the nail holes. Kind of fill it in, and then like that. So then it feels flush. So when I'm painting, I don't have nail holes. And I don't actually know if mud is the absolute best thing to use, but that's what I've always used, and it seems to do okay. You guys probably can't hear this, but we have all of the geese going by right now at our house. See them? Our river is covered in them right now. We've been working on the bathroom steady between me and my husband. Oh, 10, let's see, 10, almost 12 hours, 11 hours. So I'm calling it a night. But it's all up. Painting first coats on. Turned out really nice. This is kind of like what we were talking about. We couldn't put like wainscoting here or trim because otherwise my cabinet wouldn't have worked. As you can tell, there's no baseboard down there. But that's just the way it's going to be so that the cabinet will fit. Because this is a tiny little space and that cabinet gives me a lot of storage. It's been a day, and tomorrow we're going to continue on with it. For now, it's bedtime.